Hello there, Father Diego here with the Gospel of the day. Today, Thursday, October the 3rd. Somebody likes my plant. Do you like my plant? I love my plant. All right, we don't have any special celebration or memorial today. So we read the Gospel of Luke, chapter 10, verses 1 to 12. After these, the Lord appointed 72 others, whom he sent ahead of him in pairs to every town and place he intended to visit. He said to them, "The harvest is abundant, but the laborers are few. So ask the master of the harvest to send out laborers for his harvest. Go on your way. Behold, I am sending you like lambs among wolves. Carry no money bag, no sack, no sandals, and greet no one along the way. Into whatever house you enter, first say, 'Peace to this household.' If a peaceful person lives there, your peace will rest on him. But if not, it will return to you. Stay in the same house and eat and drink what is offered to you, for the laborer deserves his payment. Do not move about from one house to another. Whatever town you enter and they welcome you, eat what is set before you. Cure the sick in it and say to them, 'The kingdom of God is at hand for you.' Whatever town you enter and they do not receive you, go out into the streets and say, 'The dust of your town that clings to our feet, even that we shake off against you.' Yet know this, the kingdom of God is at hand. I tell you, it will be more tolerable for Sodom on that day than for that town." All right, a couple of days ago, I think that was last week, on chapter 9, we read a similar passage. Jesus sending the 12 into mission, sending out there to mission, and he gave them kind of the same instructions. Take nothing for the journey, neither walking stick, nor sack, no food, nor money, and let no one take a second tunic. And today he gives kind of similar instructions. Carry no money bag, no sack, no sandals, and greet no one along the way. However, at the beginning of the gospel, there is a statement, something that will lead us, guide us into the understanding of this gospel. Jesus said, "The harvest is abundant, but the laborers are few. So ask the master of the harvest to send out laborers for his harvest." What is the harvest? And who is the master of the harvest? And who are the laborers? Well, I think there is a kind of urgency in Jesus asking to send laborers, asking to his disciples to pray for laborers for the harvest. And what is this harvest? Well, when Jesus went out to preach the gospel, to preach the coming of the kingdom of God, he met the needs of people, needs of healing, compassion, forgiveness, human needs. He realized the need of many people who are kind of neglected by the institutional religion. So now Jesus is saying that's the harvest. I mean, there are many people out there in need of the presence of God. And I think that situation at that time is not that different from our situation nowadays. If you think about it, out there are many people waiting and longing and desiring, thirsting for the presence of God in their lives. So this calling to go out and to helping Jesus and to help Jesus to establish the kingdom of God, which is a calling to be missionaries for us, very convenient for this month, the month of October, the month dedicated to missions, is a universal calling for each one of us to help Jesus to establish the kingdom of God. Just think about this. Isn't it wonderful to wake up every morning and to think, my life has a purpose? I have been called to do something to transform this world, to give my talents, my gifts, my skills to do something to transform this world, to help Jesus in this task of establishing the kingdom of God. My life has a purpose. I think that behind this gospel is this sense of purpose that we have as Christians, as disciples of Jesus, to help him to establish the kingdom of God. And if you ever think that you don't have the skills, that you don't have the talents, that you don't have the resources, just think about this. Carry no money bag, no sack, no sandals, and greet no one along the way. Meaning, as I said last week when we talk about the chapter 9, don't trust in the resources. Just trust in the call. The one who called you. Trust in God. He will provide whatever you need for this mission. Trust in Him. He is the master of the harvest, and He will give you, He will provide whatever you need. So, again, folks, I think this calling to help Jesus to go out and helping establishing the kingdom of God is something urgent, as Jesus felt the urgency of this calling. Why? Because out there are tons of people waiting, longing to experience the presence of God in whatever you do. If you are a teacher, if you work in an office, whatever you do, you have this task to help Jesus to establish the kingdom. Just put a little bit of love in whatever you do, and you will fulfilling this calling to be missionaries. Long video today. Anyway, have a wonderful day, everyone. I don't have any coffee today. Anyway, have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow with the message of the gospel. Ciao.